Welcome back to the channel, guys. Thanks for stopping in. I really appreciate it. Working on tiling a bathroom floor today, and first we got to start by prepping the floor. Also, get your hands on a jam saw so you can go underneath the door jamb instead of around them. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up, guys. I really appreciate it. It helps us so much in the algorithm, and it's free. So I'm using a 1 foot by 1 foot tile, so that's pretty simple. But basically, you want to have a full piece of tile as close to the door as you can, and the back wall, you don't want to have just a small piece. So you use a little bit of math, and you can get that figured out. Every room and job is a little bit different, so that's why I can't help too much there. But now for beginners, what we can do is we can start laying out these tiles, right? We don't have to put a bunch of thin set down first and then hopefully all these fit, or we start cutting and then the thin set dries. So you can just lay out a bunch of these like this, and then you can cut them out. Doing basic tiling is actually pretty easy as far as tools and whatnot. I just got an angle grinder here with a diamond bit on it. You can see how quick of work it made of cutting around that toilet flange. Look, we got the hard cuts out of the way and we don't have thin set down yet. Now for the fun part, the leveling system, Spin Doctor. This isn't a sponsored video, so everybody calm down. So if you want to do this system where you do the layout first, then you can just number them so you know exactly what order they need to go back in. And be sure you always put a thin layer on the back of your tile as well. They call that back buttering. Now let's get to this leveling system. So it's a two-part deal. So that little rod and then the little feet stick underneath the tile, and then you can just twist this cap down and it pulls or lowers the tile so it's perfectly flush. As you can see, this one's a little bit high. So we're going to put the cap on. We'll just twist it on and it simply lifts up that tile so it's perfectly flat. With this leveling system and a few basic tools, you can make any sort of bathroom a professional looking job. This leveling system is great. I'm going to link them in the description below. This is the other basic tool I have. It's a score and snap, and all that little wheel does is just scores it, and then you can use that and it just snapped it off perfectly. I'll be sure to link one of those in the description as well. All right, so you get it all in there nice and tight, nice and level, and you leave that overnight, let everything set up, right? Now the last step is as easy as grouting, and it's actually not too difficult. It just kind of makes a mess. Remove the top part of the leveling system, keep the caps, you can reuse those. Hit all those grout lines with a vacuum and you are ready for some grout. I like to mix up my grout into like a peanut butter consistency. It's a little bit easier to work with. Be sure to grab a grout float and then you can get after it. And all you got to do is start smearing it into the grout lines and run your trowel at a 45-degree angle and run 45-degree angle of the grout lines itself. So just make sure you get those grout lines really nice and full. Now, honestly, what it comes down to is just a bunch of washing. Get a nice bucket of water with a sponge and just start cleaning. And you'll fill in those grout lines if there's anything missing, or actually you can just clean it all off. It's going to be dusty. As you can see, get all that dust off of there. I really appreciate you guys stopping in. Thanks so much. Give the video a thumbs up.